welcome everybody for the Holo-MUSEUM workshop in Thailand. So the first school in Thailand that get to try our first product, which is Holo-MUSEUM. So we've done the workshop with the Bangkok Prep once, but that's on a different workshop. But this one is a new product, which is on a Holo-MUSEUM. So you get to experience museum collections, in the immersive way at home with very cheap, very low cost. So my name is Dr. Krisada Chayasan. So I'm also a university lecturer, and coming with me is Dr. Pisut Viset Singh. He's also a lecturer in Kasetsart University. Actually, he's a specialist in computer graphics. So if I were you, I would get his email and hassle him, because he can teach you how to make all these computer 3D model, and then you can join, in the realm of metaverse, if you probably have heard it recently. All right, so, okay, moving on. So welcome. So next slide, please. So I just want to explain to you a little bit about our company. Our company is just, we are a deep tech company. So what we are making is what we call desktop AR, which is a new kind of immersive technology, which is desktop based. So desktop based means you can play, you can get to experience 3D model, and it looks like it's floating in front of you with very low cost. So all we need is just these 3D glasses. But actually, our company is not, we actually plan to, our main goal is to actually have no glasses at all. But for the time being, because we want everyone to experience the same thing, the same experience that we have. So we just want to, lower the cost so that everyone who has a computer at home can access. All right. So next, we also we are a Thai startup company, and we also we are under the GP program. So our team, I already introduce you our instructor, and we also have our CEO called Rabbit, Dr. Rabbit. He's a CEO, and we also have Emily Smith, who is a museum advisor, who works with us and get us to work with the two big museum in London, which is Imperial War Museum and Science Museum Group. So what you are about to experience today is the collection or the objects from these two museums. Our Holo-MUSEUM is expanding at the moment. So, if you come back later, then you will get to see more stuff. So we have some more collection from, from Romania. So what you will be experiencing today is what we call Spitfire. So it's a Merlin engine. So Dr. Pisut will explain to you more. And also Stephenson rocket, which is basically the steam engine. Back in the past, and this is real scan 3D model. So the way that they create this 3D model is they use this. Myself, I'm a specialist in 3D scanning. So essentially, you are using just a mobile phone or just image. You can take image around objects, and then you can turn that into 3D model as well. So that's another technology, and that technology are already available in your iPhone and some other phone also. If they have sensor, you can make 3D model. You can scan any objects and turn it into 3D, and then the model that you get to experience in Holo-MUSEUM is the real model that Imperial War Museum and Science Museum gave us, and then you experience those. Okay, next slide.
And that's it for the
okay. So that's all about my introduction. So hopefully you guys will really enjoy the Holo-MUSEUM, and we would really love to have your feedback about how you can experience this model, and then how it can help you to learn better and engage better with the content. As I mentioned, this is just the starting point. Yes, these cyan and red color will be distorted, but eventually we will have no glasses at all, and then you just have that hardware. But for now, let's enjoy this one. All right, so have fun, guys.
It doesn't let me download it.
Okay, Claire has a question.
I clicked on install and it didn't. It just it's not there.
Okay, are you using Windows or Mac?
I'm using Windows.
Okay, I'll show you how to install in a few minutes.
I clicked on it and I installed it. Then it doesn't appear. in the menu.
It should
Doesn't
be in your
appear.
home screen.
It's
Okay.
not
I
there.
use my iPhone.
It's not there.
Okay, we can go through this later. I'll go through this with you step by step, so don't worry. All right, Dr. Chris, you want to continue, or you?
No, I'm done. You can take over now.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Dr. Chris.
Yeah,
Thanks
have
for
fun,
introduction.
guys. I'm just coming to just introduce our company, and we'll see you around in Bangkok Prep. So when the school the campus is open.
Thanks, Dr. Chris. So I'm going to take over from this point. Hi, everyone. Let me turn on my camera. Sorry, I have two screen and okay. All right. So if you wonder why you cannot use your webcam, it's because if you're running the Holo-MUSEUM, it's already used your webcam, so you can only use the webcam for one application at a time. If somebody is still coming. Okay, let me switch to screen sharing. Okay, so we. Okay, can you all see my web browser now on the right-hand side?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So hi everyone. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Pistol Singh. I'm a lecturer at Kasetsart University. I'm also make cartoon for a living. So I do, I teach, and also and my second job is to make a 3D animation cartoons. If anyone want to be an animator, or you want to be making movies like Marvel's movies, making visual effects, stuff like that, you can contact me later. For today, what I'm having for you today is I'm going to go through step by step how you can experience the Holo-MUSEUM, the holographics desktop AR experience created by the Perception Coach team. And I'm the skate speaker for today's video instructor. So to start the Holo-MUSEUM, you need to download the application. So just go to if you haven't done it yet, you could go to the website. It's worldwideweb.holo-museum.com. And then to download, just click on Get Started. And then it will take you to the downloads page. This is the Holo SDK website. And then just click on the download here. If you use the Windows 10, it's the one on top, and any Mac OS, it had to be version 10.15 or above. You can download the one at the bottom here. So I already downloaded mine. Let me hide this. So I'm going to go through the installation process. Hopefully it'll be quick. So you have to accept their user agreement and next. And then don't forget to, if you can find the desktop icon, don't forget to click on create desktop icon over here. Okay, so next. It shouldn't take too long. So I need to reinstall everything because I want to go through the initial setup of Holo-MUSEUM. It only happened once because I already used Holo-MUSEUM before. If I don't reinstall it, I won't get that initial setup again. So I'm gonna agree and install. On the Mac OS, it should be similar process for installation. So I'm done with the installation. So now, if you're on Windows, you should have an icon on your desktop. If it's not there, you can look into, let me show you. It should be in your C drive. We go to your computer. If you go to your computer, see if I can open. Oh, okay. It should be under your computer and your C drive, and it should be in Holo SDK and Holo apps, Holo-MUSEUM. You should find your icon. Should find your icon there. Similarly, in Mac OS, if it's not on your desktop, it should be, you search applications in the application folder. You should find a similar icon that look like this, Holo-MUSEUM. And to start, you'll be greeted with a welcome wizard. We'll go through how to properly set up your Holo SDK. Holo SDK is the backend engine, is the thing that make Holo-MUSEUM works. So just click continue here. So to get the Holo-MUSEUM or the desktop AR working, you need three things. You will need this 3D glasses, the red and cyan 3D glasses, your webcam connected to your computer, and a computer to display your 3D object. So I have everything I needed. Maybe someone's in the meeting room. Okay. Click on next. So the difference between a normal 3D display and Holo SDK is that the Holo SDK use your webcam to track where your face is. It tracks the location of your face. So when you move your face, the display, the object also move relative to your eye location. So you can look like if you have an object floating on your screen, if you look on the side, the object will change the view. So it gives you a better immersive experience with the 3D glasses and the webcam. So that's how things work in a nutshell. So if you have like a desktop computer and then you have the webcam not built into your computer, make sure that it is connected. So I have my webcam connected. And then, yes, I have my glasses ready. So I have my glasses. And this is the display size. So it's measured diagonally. With your screen, you can estimate it. It's probably around like 14 to 27. The one I'm using, the monitor I'm using right now is about 16. So I'm gonna use 15.6. If the screen size, that's your estimate or you measure across the diagonal of your monitor. If it's not here, you can choose the other option here, and then just put the number there. So let's say if I have like a bigger monitor, I have like 20 inches, I can put number 20 inches there. But for today, I'm using a smaller screen on my laptop. Someone's in the meeting room. Okay. Let's choose 40. This is very important because if the size is too big or too small, the eye tracking might not work properly. And then choose the webcam that you're going to be used for the Holo-MUSEUM experience. So I have multiple webcams I can choose. I have 3 right now, so I'm going to pick one. that I want to use. This is the one on my laptop. So you might have different name, different options. Or you might just have one option here. So just click one that you want to use for your Holo-MUSEUM, and then next, and choose the location of your webcam approximately. So somebody might have an external webcam that they have it on a stand, or they mounted on top of the monitor or at the bottom. For me, my webcam is at the top on the monitor, so I'm going to choose the top option. Next is the interpupillary distance, or IPD. So this is, you can measure it. It's distance between your pupils. You can estimate it. So most people have is around like 6 to 8 centimeters. I'm going to approximate mine. Mine is like, I have a bigger head, so mine's probably going to be about 7 centimeters. So put it there. So this is crucial to how the way you see things, how you perceive depth. So if you you can try and you can set it later. If it doesn't work correctly, you might have ghosting effects. You can come back to the settings option later and pick this. And the last setting that we need to do is to pick how you want your 3D effects to be rendered on your monitor. So the half color here is probably optimized for most screens. If you don't want to see this effect, you can try other things too. If you use a Mac, you might want to pick this one. Is it optimized for in general, we can choose 6 centimeters for the IPD. It's usually you can read if you have eyeglasses. It might be in your eye measurement card. Yeah, generally it's about like 6-7 centimeters or smaller for younger persons. So the best way is try to estimate it. It's just like put this. I don't have anything to measure. You put your ruler. You might have a ruler and just try to pick, like, look at a camera. Maybe after you set up the Holo-MUSEUM, maybe you look at a mirror and measure it like approximately between the center of your the 2 pupils. And yeah, mine is around like 6-7 centimeters. So we have a question from Theo. Yes, go ahead, Theo.
Can you I don't understand with the display size. Can you...
Oh, the display size. Let's see if I can go back. So it's, yeah, so it's the size of your monitor is normally measured diagonally. So if you have something to measure your monitor, or if you know exactly what's the monitor, the size of the monitor of your laptop or your computer, normally a laptop monitor would be around like 13 inches to 17 inches.
40.
Okay.
55 centimeter.
35 centimeters. Are you
55.
Oh, 55. So that's how that's if you can Google that 55 centimeter to inches. See if I can help you here. 55 cm to inch. So that's about 21.5. So if it's not here in the options, I think the biggest one, yeah, so you can put it here. Just put 21.5 there. That'll be your display size.
Okay, done.
Okay, cool. Any question about the camera? I think most of you probably have just one camera. I'm using multiple camera at the moment, so I have other option. Just pick the one that you can be using for the Holo-MUSEUM. Yes, so All right, so this is the shading setup. This is how your 3D effects going to be displayed. So it works together with the 3D glasses. So for Windows, we recommend using the half color, the first option here. And for Mac users, you can pick the Mac optimized. So this is optimized for the Mac OS color profile. So I'm going to pick the half color there and then done. So that's it. We're done with all the hardware, all the setup. You only need to do this once. And if the experience, if you have like ghosting effects with your Holo-MUSEUM, you can come back. I'll show you later the settings. You can come back and change these settings. Okay, so we're done with the settings. Next, you will be brought to the guided tutorials. So first, there's some concern about health and safety. So please read the health and safety warning carefully. And then if you can agree with the term, let's just click here that you have read and accept the term and then click started. So here, our guided tutorial, you will only see this once. So the first thing is to use your mouse to explore the exhibition. You use the your mouse to hover. So right now we only have one exhibition in the tutorial. You see this, we call it the octa cursor, the one with the octahedron. You can put your glasses on now too to see the effects of the Holo-MUSEUM. Actually, you had to put the glass on to see it more clearly. So yeah, use your mouse to hover the exhibition you want to explore, and then use the left button on your mouse to click on the exhibition you want to explore. So currently we only have one, so I'm going to click on the middle on here. Once you get inside, some exhibition will have the numbers labeled part of the object. So if you press one of these number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I press 1. If we zoom into that parts that labeled by the number, and then you will get the explanation on the right-hand side about that particular part. Let me click 2. I can also use the arrow keys on my keyboard to rotate the object. So right now we are watching the Stevens rocket engine. So in order to go to the next tutorial, you have to use your arrow key to turn the object one full turn. And then, okay, somebody is coming. Let me. Yeah, that you can go to the next tutorial. So the next one, it might be blocked by the Stevens rocket here. So the next one is to try and use a plus and minus sign on your keyboard to zoom in and out of your object. Okay, so use plus or minus sign. And you have to zoom it like in and out all the way until the next tutorial appears. So the next one is use R to reset the object. So I have already like zoom in and out my object. So if I press R, it will go back to its original orientation and position. And the last one is escape to exit the menu. Sorry, so to show the menu at the bottom here on the bottom right. So we have the, you see that the one in the middle with the gear icon, that's where you can set, you can modify your hardware setting, the IPD or display size or the shading effects. So that's the one you want. And then there's the exit button. If you click on the exit button, it just exit the exhibition. So, and this is gonna be the last one. So B is going back to the home page of our exhibition. So I press B. And that's it. That's all the guided tutorials. So now we have 2, 3 exhibition. You can go into one of these, actually go to both of them and explore. So the way the workshop, let me mute the sound. So M is to mute the sound. There's some background sound. Just be careful. Try not to click the exit by accident. Then you will exit the program altogether. To go back to the home page is B. You also have the guide at the bottom left here. What key to control the object. So I'm going to go back to the home page. So yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to let you, because the Holo-MUSEUM applications is using a lot of your computer resources, some of you might not be able to listen to me at the same time as exploring the museum. So I'm going to let you explore the two exhibitions in the museum. Oh, so yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's the feature of, I need to set something. There's a sound, there's a background sound when you go into the exhibition. You probably can hear that. I need to set something with my Zoom to share the system sound. So let me admit. Yeah, so what we're gonna do next is to let everyone try, if you haven't installed or set up your Holo-MUSEUM, do that, please do that, and then go explore the two exhibitions. If you have any question, any technical session, you have anything, any problem with your setup, you can ask me right now. And let's meet back in, how about like 5:45? So let's say 10 minutes to explore the exhibition. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So let's you could leave Zoom right now because it might use too much resource on your computer. So you might have to leave Zoom, and then in order to get the Holo-MUSEUM working. But I'll be here to answer any question, any technical question. If you have any problems, just ask me, and I'll try to help everyone set up Holo-MUSEUM. Okay, see you in 10 minutes. Okay, anyone? So Tianril, do you have questions?
Yeah, I can't open it.
So you install it, right? You have
Yeah.
installed it. And does it say anything on your monitor?
Yeah, I see.
Do you see the Holo-MUSEUM icon?
No.
No, not on. Okay, I'm going to exit my screen here. Are you using a Windows or Mac?
I using the phone.
Oh, it doesn't work on a phone yet, unfortunately.
No, I using in the computer.
Okay. Do you know the operating system you using? Does it look similar to mine, like with this button here, or is it like a Mac OS?
No, I'm not this.
If you're using a Mac, you have to search for application, and then try to find the Holo-MUSEUM icon in the application. If you look in the manual that we sent you, let me show you the handbook that we sent you earlier. I think there's a screen capture of that. If you're using, yeah, so for a Mac user, if you open your Explorer, go to on the left hand side and click on Applications, and try to find the Holo-MUSEUM icon there.
How can we import the models?
I can show that later. It has to be an FBX or OBJ file. Let's see if I can find a model to explore myself.
So it must be F what?
FBX or OBJ file. If you search on the internet, like there's some free models, just search free OBJ models or free FBX model, then you can download it and open it. Or you can make one yourself with a program like Blender. Let me show you. There's a program called Blender 3Ds. So it's outside of the scope of these classes, but you are interested in like 3D modeling. I can show you. Let me create a quick FVX model. I'm going to create a default Susan model. So this is 3D. This is how we create 3D model. It's called 3D content creation software. This one is free, it's called Blender. I'm going to export this one onto my desktop as an FVX file to export FVX. And I'm going to put it on my desktop. Called test model. Export, let's see if I can go back to my Holo-MUSEUM. Okay, so if you want to create your own exhibition, then you should click on import. And my test model here is an FVX file there. So if I double click in, so I got my the monkey head that I just created. So you can create your own model with Blender, or you can find like 3D model online. There's some website like Turbo Squid that you can find this model. Let's see if I can free 3D models. Free 3Ds. Okay, there's a website called free3d.com, and you have to pick the one that has like FBX or OBJ option. Let's see. Okay, I found this low poly cannon. I'm going to download this cannon. Quick download is free. Okay, so I got my cannon there. I'm going to put this cannon. Okay, so I have my cannon. I'm going to put on my desktop. And then I'm going to go back to the home page of my exhibition and then click import again. And then I'm going to pick my cannon. Okay, so I got my cannon there too. Okay, it's a bit dark. I have the screen capture from Mimi. Mimi, you need to connect your, make sure that your webcam is connected. And the screen capture that you sent me, the program said that you, it can detect your faces. So make sure that the webcam you pick is the one that can clearly see your face while you're using the application. So I have a few more questions in the chat. Mao, did you raise your hand?
question.
I've already sent the question and
Oh, okay,
someone
somebody.
answered.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Claude, for answering the question. Yeah, so Mimi, that might be the case for you too. So you probably have to leave Zoom first to try it, because Zoom is using your webcam. So if you Zoom is using your webcam, Holo-MUSEUM can use the webcam. That's why I say that it worked now. Okay, cool, thanks. All right. Yes. No need to leave. Okay. There's a few websites. There's the one I showed earlier called free3d.com. This one is pretty good because you don't have to log in, but the collection may be small, and you have a few free model there, like with the DNA here. You can download it. There's another one called Turbo Squid. But Turbo Squid, you have to log in. Turbo Squid, you have to log in to get their model.
I
But
download.
yeah, but they have they have a free model too for you to explore. But first, let's don't jump into other models. Let's try to explore the Spitfire engine and the Stephen's rocket first. So let me go back to my main menu, to my homepage. Go press B to go back, and then I'm going to go to okay. I'm going to explore. I still have like a few minutes to explore it. You use the arrow key to rotate it. Zoom in. This is actually quite detailed model. I try to look at their number 2. No, the number 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is number 5. I tried to find a firebox. Okay, we are. All right. A few people haven't got back to the chat room yet. All right, so have you all explored the 2 exhibition? Do you like them? Which exhibition you like more? let me go back to my, you can type in the chat box or you can unmute your microphone and talk. We can have a discussion here. We're done with their our demonstration, so we're going to talk about these two exhibitions from now on. I also have a few questions. Let us Stephen's rocket more. Okay. Theo, what do you like about the Stephen's rocket? Sorry for calling you out. I just saw your message there. Could anyone tell me what's cool about the Stephen's rocket? Anyone? Claude, do we have any prize? No? Okay, somebody say, I like the design. It looked very cool.
We can send a really nice perception t-shirt.
T-shirt. Okay, we got some prizes here. Okay. Both model detail. Sim rocket has a lot of detail. Does it help? Let's say if you have like a book or just a website that you see just a picture or video and something like a Holo-MUSEUM that you can explore. Let's say I'm gonna give example of the Stephen. I personally like the Stephen rocket too. The thing I like the most is that I can, because I try to find like how things connected. That was the that's why Stephen rocket won the competition, because it's like everything combined together in such efficient ways. So, right, yeah, it would be amazing if there was an animation to show the working part. Exactly, like I actually want to see that too. Could anyone tell me how like this engine turned the wheels? Anyone? Which number should I press to see how the engine turned the wheel? So we have the wheel here. Number 4, yes, number 4. So we have the cylinder. Have you learned about steam engine in your classes before? So you know that there's a cylinder here, a number 4, like connect to the wheel. But do you know how the cylinder in number 4 move? How does it move? Gas pressure. Good job. Okay, Claude, are you taking notes of who answered which one? Okay, let me. Okay, to win a t-shirt, you have to turn on your camera and explain to me the whole process, how the steam engine works from the beginning, from the boiling process. Anyone? You get a free t-shirt like this one. Anyone want a t-shirt?
It might be cheating if I say it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and explain to the students like how the steam engine works.
No.
Okay, well, in the firebox, we add some fuel, and in that fuel, we then burn that fuel and it creates lots of heat. In the tank, in the pressure tank, there'll be lots of water. The heat heats up the water, creates steam, increases the pressure in the engine. And then once we've got lots of pressure and we're up to pressure, we can then use that high pressure steam to drive the cylinders, which eventually will turn the wheels. And that's a very precise process that we need to control. So we need to get lots and lots of heat to create lots and lots of pressure. And then when we get lots of pressure, we can create lots of moving energy, kinetic energy from the steam. Is that all right?
Yeah, excellent. Claude will send you a t-shirt.
Hey, thank you.
Yay. Okay, we still have some time for a few more questions. So both of them are engines. Actually, that's the answers. So, but my next question is, what the similarities, like the two exhibitions? Well, let's say, what are the difference? Like both of them convert some type of field into kinetic energies, but what are the difference between them? Any difference, like major difference?
One is used for air, one is used for land.
That's one. Not exactly, but that's true too. But for on the left hand side here, we can put this in a boat as well. Instead of turning the propeller, we can turn in like a turbine, like a boat engine. So anyone want to chime in?
The energy harvesting systems are different.
What in what way?
Like the left one has a propeller and the right one is based on gas pressure.
The first one you got it reversed.
Oh wait, sorry. It's a generator and the propeller is the outcome.
Yeah, so the first one used fossil fuel, used oil or gasoline to power the chamber, the cylinder, the engine, but the rockets use the steam. So it's from the wood or coal turned into heat and then steam that run the cylinders. But the first one is from gasoline to a small control explosion inside the cylinder. And that gives a similar movement to the cylinder. And that bring you the kinetic energy. But if you, let me show you the first exhibition. You see this, unfortunately, this one doesn't have the label part, but if you zoom in into this, do you see the black parts at the top? Do you see this, right? At the top there, let's say Rolls Royce. These are all cylinders. I don't know how many of them, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on each side. So that's 12 cylinders. So that's similar to the one that you see in the rocket. I think the rocket you have one on each side. So you can imagine like the difference in the power output between these two engines. So this one it's on the ground, but like for something to fly, you need a lot of energy. You need a lot of the power. You see that? Like if you zoom in. So I just want to point that out. Like these on the black part, I think there's some cover there on top, but underneath the black cover, if you can count, like you see that there's some similarity in this shape. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 6 of them on one side, and then 6 of them on the other side, and all these run the middle shaft that turn the propeller, and in exchange to that, the propeller turn and then push the air backward, and that brings the plane forward. So that's how the engine works. So does anyone have any question about the experience? So like all of you like this type of experience, right? Instead of you learn like from books and website, do you have some object you can turn around? Do you think that's better? So now you want your teacher to create your models for you for the classes? So you can explore like physics and math. You can do a similar thing with math and physics too. But you see like a 3D graph, you can draw it in a 3D model and put into this exhibition. And that might give you a better idea like how things work when you can spend some time exploring it. There's so many small details here in the engine. Like I wish that there's animation. And another thing that I wish what they could add in the future, you could give this feedback to Claude too. So Claude worked closely with the dev team. I think what would be cool here is that if we can like take apart all the small part and see how they work together. Don't you think so? Okay, so that's the two exhibitions. So they made a version of that, this 1,000 horsepower. Okay. The Spitfire user, yeah, good question. I almost answered that. I thought it was a student. It was from Claude. Okay, so okay, I've got to go back to the font page so nobody can read that. So what was the name of the engine in the Spitfire? Claude, do we have a t-shirt for this question? Okay, so anyone, you can type in the chat box or you can turn on your microphone and answer. It had to be exact name that explain in the exhibition what's the name of the engine in the Spitfire airplane. We need exact name and version. No, Amy, you already have a t-shirt. You can play this. This is for the students. What version of Merlin? Okay, I saw Maya answer twice now. Maya, what version of the Merlin? You're almost there. Rolls-Royce is the company name. The engine name is Merlin. But there's another detail. There's a version of the Merlin there. Okay, so we got the winners. Napa, this is your name, right? Napa. Okay, Napa got the name right. So it's Merlin 2 engine. Claude, could we give t-shirt to both of them, to Napa and Maya?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I have one for Kabir, but Napa and Maya didn't talk on video, so I can't see their names. That's why I wanted you guys to turn on your video.
Oh, okay. So there's Napa and Maya that's answer the question correctly.
I'll get your names from Miss Allison or send them to Mr. Daniel because you guys didn't turn on your video.
Okay. So we out of time, so we at the end of our workshop now. I hope that everyone's love their Holo-MUSEUMs, and I hope that the companies actually there's more museum partnership that's in the pipeline at the moment. I think there'll be more exhibitions to explore in the future. Just please keep coming back and check the website. And thank you for having me here. Thanks to Perceptions Coach Company and for the Bangkok Prep. Claude, Claude, you want to talk to the students?
Yes, please,
to
everyone.
To close the workshop, yeah.
So you've all had really great ideas, especially these animations, and like Dr. Pisu told us with this detail, how beautiful would it be if it could jump out, sort of explode and then come back to one piece, right? So we can see all of these individual parts. If you have any more of these ideas, I sent a link into the chat now. You can put them in there, and then I'll talk to my boss and see if we can add them in for you. I hope you guys learned a lot. That's the most important thing for today, but also that it was fun. And hopefully your teachers can bring this into the classrooms more, because we have some new museums joining us. So we have more models to show you all.
Okay, so I think that concludes the
So,
workshop for
person-
today.
Palm, it doesn't matter which email you use. Whichever one is easiest for you. Sorry, Dr. Pisut, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna go there. Close this out. Yeah, I hope everyone's enjoy the workshop today. As I said before, please come back to the website and check. We should have more exhibition to explore soon, and your feedback is valuable. Yeah, and hopefully in the near future, we won't need to have classes, or probably can just explore this exhibition online without having to install anything. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a lovely evening. And yeah, hopefully we come back to do some more workshop with Bangkok Prep again. Thank you. Bye.